Hello and welcome to another episode. So today we are talking about a very important topic, the difference between user group under logon data and group tab. Okay, so in SAP like in SU01 tab. So these two groups we are gonna discuss in detail. Okay. So basically everybody knows, we have a two user group like an advanced like logon tab. So the moment you enter SU01, you will find two groups. So you will be wondering what exactly the meaning is. So let's talk about this today. So here you can see the moment you open, so we have all these kind of tabs, right? In SU01, when you click on log on data, so what you do is you will be entering the user type and password, and the sometime you need to depends on the client the requirement, you need to enter the group also. One second. So we are going to discuss about this group, why it is all of that. Okay. So and the one more is what we have is another group one. So you can see here we have a logon data SNC default parameter rules profile groups, right? So that one also we are going to discuss. So here you can see the group, one more tab is there. Here you saw one group and here also one group you saw, right? So that one we are going to discuss now. So let's understand. I have made it a two splits. Okay. The first one is under logon data. Let's discuss the first one. Okay. So here to restrict the access for users. This is like a admin work. Who can edit, who can modify, who need to modify, okay, of any activity. So as admin, we will be setting up this one, okay. And you for authorization check related to, so we have authorization object called s underscore user underscore grp, right? It has a two fields. So one is group and activity. So in first group object class, where what you maintain is, so here either development or SAP star or super user or SC security, if you mention, they can get that activities. So it's something like admin activity. Okay, so who can access, like suppose if you join to organization, if you are a security person, so you are under your name, like you will be getting this kind of authorization object. Okay, so because as you are a kind of admin to the end users, that's the reason. And if you want to see the what are the groups we have, we have a table. When you go to SC16, you can enter SU02, so you will find all the list of this. Okay, and this is like ideally does not affect any authorization role directly. Okay, and example, if I talk about, okay, if authorization, if the user is in assigned for a finance user, let's assume, okay, only and that administrator with authorization to manage with this finance user can edit only this one, edit this user. So yeah, essence core is only. Okay, if you assign finance group, okay, finance underscore test user, something like this, user group will be there. Okay, if you assign that, only an admin with the authorization to manage these fin users. Understood? No? Only that respective department people, he can manage that users only. So via this is underscore user scope. So in simple words, controls which admins can maintain users. In simple words, okay. And we have another tab as I told. So to here to identify who is in the group, who are the group members. Suppose there will be in every organization, there will be a lot of group members will be there. Finance will be there, production people will be there, quality people will be there, manufacturing and sales department, marketing department, HR department. For every group people, they will be creating one group and they will name it as a sales or finance or say HR, something like that. Okay. So if they want to do any role assigned to that entire group, this group will be used. So also they can check who is there in this group. So this kind of mass activity, when you do this, will be useful. Okay. So usually maintain, like as I told, use it mainly for organization group for mass role operations. So here to grouping, to group them. Okay, group them, like let's say as I told, you need to group one, two, three group like that. Sales, production, all of that. We'll make a group. Okay, and we have a used in S underscore user underscore AGR or S underscore user underscore AGRP for controlling which admin can assign roles to which users. Right? So here, who wants to assign the roles or remove whatever activity you want to do, so that respective person get access here. Okay, this all these groups will be stored in, we have a table called SR05. So when you go to this table, you will find these details, right? And if I talk about in detail example, suppose if you add a user to sales, square support group. You can use this group. Okay, so for them, that all salespeople who are there in that sales support group, you can assign mass role assignment, you can mass removal, mass role comparison, all of that you can do. It's something better organization for user for functional team, right? So in simple word, we can help organize users to mass role group operations. Mass role understood, no? So this is something about group. Okay, move on to the next slide. So here if we talk about like real-time SAP project usage cases scenario where we use this one, restricting which admin can edit which users. Log on date as I told, yes. Group tab we cannot. And if we follow this one, classify users by department, finance or HR, STMM, yes. This is log on data, yes, it is possible, and this is optional. Mass role assignment to set of users. No, here it is not possible. Is here? Is it because we already made a group for the respective team. Mass role removal not possible here. It is yes. Mass comparison PFCG not applicable. User in PFCG utilities. We can do that. User audits or SUM reporting. So user like use heavily in SUM reports, but that is limited. So likewise, we have all external internal user segregation very commonly used, not common. Controlling who can reset passwords through so this authorization group we can restrict that one here not possible. Organizing users by project teams optional very useful. Identify user for bulk transport of roles optional but useful. Something like that. Okay. Moving on to the next slide. So here we have Kava like some interview questions I made it. Here they can ask you what is user group. So like you can mention that administrative classification controlling maintenance access. So as I told user group under logon data, right? So this is the only admin access. Admin can decide who can edit, who can as it has a object class two object. One is in object class SN score is in score GRP, and we have activity 1 2 3 4 create change display. So that's how you need to explain. Don't always give a one word answers. You need to when they ask some question, you need to in detail you need to explain. Okay, look when we have a log on data day, so there is under one group is there. When you maintain that group defines who can edit is something admin access. So and also you need to explain about object class and activities. Okay. And another question is does user group impact roles? No. As I told in the first user group it will not. What is groups tab? So group tab like something functional grouping for mass operations, right? So next one is does group tab impact login? No. Something like authorization update for user group. This you already talked about this. Table for user group 02, table for group tab user 5, and group tab for mass role assignment. Yes. User group for mass role assignment. No. And we have a group tab restrictions admins, yes, for role assignment, and user group visible in SU01, of course, yes. So group tab in visible in SU01, yes, that is also visible which group it is and what are the groups are there, you can see that. And this will be used for definitely for audits, used for business role design, no, used for admin segregation, yes, of course. Best practice assign user group by department, like that will be useful to identify who are there, all of that. Okay, why use graph stamp, use group stamps? Okay, the organization organize users for mass processing, mass activity. If you want to do that will be useful for that, that's the reason we maintain that. User group, so user group tabs usually organize users for mass processing as tool. Like user group affect password reset. Yes, definitely, because once you do for everybody it's get changed. Group tab affect password resets, no. But here which is more, see you understand the difference between these two, right? Here password if you do definitely it will affect them, but here no. And which is more important? So here we have user group for security and group for mass use. That's it. The major difference is user group under logon data is for security persons like admin person, and the another group is like group for mass processing. So that's all about today's session. So the these two are very important. This is the most asked question also. Definitely you will get asked by this kind of question, these two apps. So going forward they will discuss another topics also. Thank you. If you like my video, please subscribe or like, do something. Thanks.